Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy line in community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Good morning and welcome to another episode of New to Mythics, episode 42 with my friend Dave Orkin. Good morning, Dave. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Good morning, sir.
How
are you?
I'm good. I'm still a little,
It's early.
Achy.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I was just telling you, I'm like, I got a pimple on my head for some. I woke up with a pimple, man. It pisses me off. Now I keep looking at it on the screen. I'm like, God damn.
I thought that was all supposed to go away once you finish your 20.
I thought so too, but I guess not. Apparently not.
No, apparently not.
Yeah. Got a few people that hopped on. Eric and Terrence. Good morning.
You know what? I can't see. Hold on for 1 second.
Click on comments and you'll be there. Okay. It should be on the right of the screen, I think.
No, I'm not getting any comments.
It's not showing up.
No.
Can anyone in the comments help Dave find out where the comments is? There's private comments and
then here we go. Found it.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, friends that are hopping in, that are realizing that New to Mythics is live this morning. You know, I asked Dave and Dave was like, F it, let's do it. So
yeah, why not?
We're taping live this morning. Basically our agenda is just to talk about Legion's Con, our experience, and want to hear Dave's thoughts. And then also thoughts on the wave and thoughts on the freaking dragon, which is just
it's everything I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it's how can you complain about that?
You can't, not at all.
There's nothing you could say. It's too big, it's too small, it's too it's perfect.
The dragon is absolutely perfect. It is everything I wanted in a dragon.
So should we just dive into the dragon first?
Might as well.
Have our dessert first, and
might as well.
Let me get the slide up, this beautiful slide up of Baratheer. I think it's Baratheer.
You know what? I'm still not good with the names right now. So,
man,
it was Basilia. So,
I had a chance to interview Cornboy on Thursday for a late January show, and he said his favorite thing was the holes in the wings, because it shows that he's been through some battles and he's been through some shit, and I think that's pretty cool. I didn't really think about that, and I had made a point to Cornboy saying what's cool is that most, if not all, like there's not really any battle damage in the Mythic line. And, I guess Eric doesn't really like blood or stuff like that. But I thought, it'd be cool to have knights that are like beat up and bloody and ragged. I thought that'd be kind of cool. But
yeah, I think that's more he wants to, I guess he wants to stay G-rated, I guess.
I get it. I respect that. That.
I have a question. This picture of this dragon, is this a painting or is this Trevor's photography?
This is Trevor's, man.
This looked like a painting to me when I first
It does. The light. The sunlight to the right is just, and it kind of, it lightens the chest area there.
Yeah, I mean, this photo is amazing. I really thought this was a painting at first.
Yeah, I love that it's sitting on the rock.
Yeah.
Trevor, you nailed it. Definitely. So, is the rocks in the background, Trevor? That's not actual? I mean, that's part of your screen, right? That's what a blend of the ground that he's sitting on, and then the background, like the color wise of the rocks. It just seems like it's I don't know. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Um, I'm thinking on the wings though that like there's two different sets, I guess. There's the ones that are more folded and then the ones that are a little bit more open.
Right.
I thought it'd be kind of cool if they actually could spread like full out. I don't know if that's no, I don't mean it as a complaint. I just thought it would be cool if it was more because I think they're solid pieces. I don't know if that's right or not, but
yeah, no.
I think they're solid and they plug in. But man, and seeing it in person, like you can't even like compare like or you can't describe to someone that wasn't there. Um, you know, the grandiose and majesty of this damn thing is unbelievable.
When they first showed it, I was like, wow. I was like, that is perfect.
Photo in the back blending with the dio piece. Yeah, that's some phenomenal work, Trevor. I mean,
good job, man. I was like, I really thought this was a painting.
I don't mean to embarrass you, you know, you hopping on, but or make you, you know, but it's
good work.
Yeah, it's great work. I love it. It's phenomenal. Let's take a look at a couple of other of their pictures here. So it's 22 inches tall with 31 inches long. How are you feeling about the additional pieces like the fire and all that? Are you down for the extra wings and the fire?
I'm down with all of it.
And do you have a spot that you
probably the living room end table?
Nice.
I think that's
so
where
like,
it's going.
Here, you know, here's your dinner. So you're gonna be like,
yeah.
you know, or I'll eat in front of the TV. You know, the dragon's got the coffee table or the dinner table.
Yeah, this is definitely going on the end table in the living room.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. I mean, maybe I'll get like a small coffee table to kind of, you know, display it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get rid of the dog bed and put the, you know, dog's gonna be like, whoa, what the hell is that?
Move over, Chewy. I can see my dog every time walking past it, barking at it. So.
Yeah. It's just what's incredible too is that Eric had said on one of the shows, I think, that he had textured, like he had hand sculpted every scale on that. So he didn't cheat and do like a, you know, the program where it's like, okay, just scale it all. No, he like hand drew every scale like meticulously on that. It's just like blows my mind.
Yeah,
it blows my mind.
That took a while.
And then the paint. I don't know if Sherry painted the whole thing or was it Cameron and Sherry or Joe and
I think Sherry did it.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, because she said something about she had to paint 4 of them or something.
Yeah, Steph's like Eric's masterpiece for sure. I agree. It's
agreed.
And I love that they chose. I know a lot of people were like, you know, wings for arms. And I'm glad that they went with. Good morning, G. I'm glad that they went with, you know, the kind of 4 legs with the wings kind of style. I think it makes it a little bit more stable also on whatever.
Yeah,
it's you don't want that baby falling over, man.
No,
you don't want that. So I'm going to throw it out. I don't know if you know. I don't know, but is there a release window? I know that the sale or the Kickstarter is January or February. I think he said maybe it's February.
Yeah, I think they just said something about pushing it back a little bit.
So do we know
people more time to pre-order Reign of the Beast, I think, and not worry.
Terrence says we will reorganize the house to accommodate. Yep.
There you go.
Arms kits will get made. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't know if I would want to mess with the dragon too much, but whoa, there's a stink bug on my microphone. What the hell?
Boy.
Michigan. We've got these flat, they call them stink bugs. They don't smell, but they're just like these flat little, I don't know if you see them.
We have them here
on the show. Morning, William. Let's shout out a few people that are here. Eric is here. Trevor, William, Golden, Terrence, Ed. My friend Steph is here. Thank you, Steph, for hopping in. I think that's everybody.
Andy the collector. G.
Oh, Andy's here. Hey, what's up, Andy?
G's here.
What's up, Gway? Yeah, the stink bug is like totally looking like eye to eye to me. He's like,
you gotta name him.
Should I?
Yeah, you should name him for the show.
I'm thinking Freddy. What about Freddy?
Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy the stink bug. I'm here, but I'm not all here. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not early, but you know, it's Sunday morning. You want to sleep in, yada yada yada. But you know, we're here and we're talking Legions. We're talking toys. We're talking the greatest toy line ever. So hey, William, you see William Wallace, my man, is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
But my question was, and I don't know if you know, or maybe the people in the have heard. I don't get a chance to watch every show as much as I want to. I know Freddie hasn't watched all the shows either. But has there been a kind of an idea of how long that the production will take place? Is it going to be like a wave, like Reign of Beasts? Is it going to be like a 1 to 2 year kind of?
I have no idea. I expect it at least 2 years. I would think 18 months to 2 years. Who knows?
Yeah. I just I mean, it's got to be a whole new beast for the factory in China to be, making something of this scale. Like I talked to Diego about this dragon, and he's working on like the packaging and how it's going to go, like the pieces and all that stuff. Van says, can you play the intro again? Can I play the intro again?
Go right ahead.
Let's do it, man. If Van asks, let's do this. Let me get to it. Here we go. Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy line in community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Kind of a long intro. Sorry about that. That's about
very relaxing.
46 seconds. Welcome all. Episode 42. Going live with my buddy Dave Orkin. This was supposed to be on his birthday, but I'm not going to explain why he couldn't make.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Not going to go into that, but yeah, he couldn't make it, so we postponed it, and now we're here. I was feeling unwell when he was ready, and so now we've reconnected, we've reconnoitered. Yes, but we also have a special guest host. It's Freddie, the stink bug. He's on my microphone, and he's enjoying the show so far.
He hasn't moved yet, so
yeah, I'll let you guys know if he's got any comments. I'll be like, "What, Freddie? What was that?" Okay. He likes the dragon. He
definitely likes the dragon.
Yeah, he's going to mount that dragon for sure. But I threw it out to the comments to see or if anyone had heard if there is a release window for the dragon. Tony's on. Hey Tony, welcome. Everybody smash that like button, please. Everybody saying hi, good morning, Toy Fam. Curtis did it yesterday too. I don't know what that is. What did he do? Anyways, so yeah, I'm just wondering, but I predict it's gonna be probably, like you said, probably a good 2 years.
Terrence, I think, put in the comments, he said 18 months minimum. So
yeah, that's reasonable. Van says 34 days.
That would be great.
Is that 34 days at the end of the Kickstarter? That would be awesome. It might be a Timu dragon that comes to us, but
I got a couple things from Team and they weren't too bad.
it just depends. It depends on
Yeah, I guess it depends what it is.
yeah, for sure. But I'm not in a hurry. I think the Mythic line has taught me patience. It's like it's nice when you know about something to get it in hand, and it's always fun for like the figure obscuras. It's like it's in stock. It's like yes, but a lot of times you find out about something and it's like, oh, okay, now I got to wait for a year or a year and a half or whatever, and you deal with it. But they make sure that they pepper release stuff or in stock sales or whatever, so that we're not just waiting and not getting anything. We get stuff, so that helps ease the blow and makes it a little bit easier to to endure that wait. And Andy says can't rush quality. I agree.
No, you can't.
I agree.
So when you seen the drag, did you think it was going to be, when you think of 3 foot, does it seem like it was going to be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller to you?
I couldn't imagine that size toy. Like it's like, I mean, I had Galactus, the HasLab, and it's almost too big, the figure, like for a small collectible room. But this dragon, I think it scales well. I think I have the slide that's got so it scales with everything else. Like I think it's the right size. They made the right choice.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I was thinking like 3 to 4 foot, I kept thinking I have that Darth Vader and the Disney Stormtrooper thingy.
Yeah,
and that's 4 foot. I was like, man, I wonder if the dragon would be that big. But I guess no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah. I think it's more long than it is tall.
Yeah.
I kind of want that rock though. That
the rock and the flame effect and
that Trevor had it on. I'm wondering, I think Trevor said in something that I think it was his show. He was saying that the rock, that it was kind of set up when he got there to take pictures of it. I don't know if Trevor is still in the chat or not. Maybe Freddie can answer that. Freddie, was he all set up when Trevor got there? Yeah, I think he said, yeah, he was set up. And so Trevor took the pictures. He said that he couldn't, of course, bring the dragon home with him. So I think he went to the studio. Is that right, Freddie? Yeah. Freddie says, yeah, that the dragon Bearthier was set up. Beathier was set up for Trevor. But I love that rock. I think.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the rock or the flame or the extra wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just gave even more. They just yeah, like and I had been on record saying I'm not really like I don't care about a dragon. I'm not. I mean, it's great. Whatever dragon they come up with is going to be great, I'm sure. But I was like, I don't really, I just want some good waves. But man, when I seen it, I'm like, if you're a Mythic fan, how could you not want this dragon? Like this. I mean, it'll kill everything around your, like,
it's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah. I mean, it's going to draw all the attention to your collection. Like nothing else in your room is going to be as awe-inspiring or, going to catch people's eye more than that dragon. There's nothing.
I mean, this thing is bigger than my little Yorkie.
Yeah.
Or my Morkie.
Little Chewy.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than Chewy.
William says you could always go to the reptile section in pet stores. Yeah, that's true.
That is true. That's a good point.
But yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, we're finally getting it.
Yep, it's happening, man. It is happening. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then Tony says me could have been bigger. You think so? You would want something bigger? I don't know, man.
I think this is good. I'm good with this.
I think bigger than that, you're gonna deal with like maybe integrity of the figure issues. Like is it gonna be too heavy to hold itself? Um, is it gonna be hollow? Is it gonna be solid?
Yeah, I don't even think they really know yet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how heavy is that thing gonna be? Because
Right.
I don't know if the prototype like really, you know, would be a representation of the actual weight. I guess I could have asked,
I mean,
or
do you think it's going to be put together in the box, or do you think it's in separate pieces?
I think most of it will be put together. I think they'll probably take off the heads and the wings and maybe the tail, but I think
Okay.
it's going to be a solid. I can ask Diego, or one of us can ask Diego. I didn't think about it, but because I
Yeah.
did ask him on an interview that I did with him, like what he had, like what his involvement was, because on the Birth of the Dragon video it shows him like like being very serious, and they're like talking about the dragon and stuff, and I'm like, so what was your input and involvement? And he said a lot of it is like packaging and shipping and stuff like that, which makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I should have asked him like how it was going to be packaged, because I don't know. He may not know yet. I don't know, but
They might have said it, and I just don't remember
yeah.
hearing it or whatever.
But I mean, it's a process. Like I don't think we think about, like we think about the figure or figures, but we don't really think about like the work that goes into like the packaging,
Yeah, everything else.
pictures, the all the marketing stuff and all that. Like we don't really, we just want our stuff. It's like we're not really thinking about. But I mean, I'm sure like knowing them and how they show like the figure obscure boxes and the packaging, they're gonna have an amazing box for this thing. So that
Yeah,
leads to another question: are we keeping the box? And then how's
yeah,
it
I'll keep the box.
like Chewie's doghouse, man?
Yeah, I'll keep the box.
It's gonna be huge.
I know.
This will get a saddle.
I usually keep the box of one of everything.
So Terrence is saying, think there's two necks, but I think that the original or the one by itself comes with one neck, but I don't know. I think when you buy the extra pieces, then it does come with an extra neck, but I don't think the initial purchase will come with more than one neck. But I don't know for sure.
Now, is it supposed to have an articulated jaw?
Yeah, it's supposed to have. Well, I think
I probably missed that.
you know what. That's a good question. That's a Jeremy question, I think.
Yeah.
Because I know that it has to have the mouth open for the fire, but I don't know if I would imagine if you're paying that much, it should have like an articulated. If they can articulate, Malleus's jaw, then they can definitely articulate. But maybe it has to do with the construction of the dragon's head.
Right.
They want to keep the lines so it looks more, reptilian than having joints and things like that. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really sure about that.
So now that we're going to get this green one, we're going to get a black one next.
Well, I had posed that question to Cornboy, and he said if the dragon does well, then there will be more. There will be others.
I
So
would like to see a black one next.
oh yeah,
You know,
can you
and
imagine?
they could probably take this one and then make a neck that's like three and have three heads.
Ooh, like a kind
That
of
would be really nice.
like a
Like,
Tiamat kind of thing.
yeah, but not red though. You know what I mean? I think black would be badass.
Like an obsidian, kind of like a black
Yeah,
pearl. Freddie, what do you think, Freddie?
I think the three necks with the three heads would be awesome on there.
Terrence says a sea serpent. Yeah, a sea serpent would be.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, they paid for the tooling. Like, how is it going to manifest itself in the next years? Like what else? I mean, they've got to use it for other things, I hope. But I think, and it could be that they can mess with the scale too of this dragon. Like does Eric just kind of click on it and with the mouse and like lower the scale to like a smaller pocket size kind of, or a smaller version, or, like Terrence said, maybe they can unplug the arms and make it like a sea serpent, and make like
Yeah, that
smaller
would be nice.
or something.
All right,
Base.
so sea serpent next.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
I'm for it, man.
Yeah.
But only every couple years, I
Yeah,
gotta, I gotta save, and I gotta talk my sweet lady into another purchase of that. So
right.
let's see. Steph says measuring out the printer spreads for the box art must be crazy math. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's insane. Like that's a whole nother department, I'm sure, of the factory, kind of like, boxing these things. It's
yeah.
I can't imagine. Like I hope that they have like videos of, the construction, the painting, putting it together. Like I want to see all of that stuff. It's like, you know, get some cameras on that to really, because did they say that this is the biggest like Kickstarter figure ever, or the
I
biggest?
believe so. You know what I was just thinking was, you know how they have, you've been to the studio, right?
Yeah.
You know, they have that one spot where they have all the new packaging with the figures and all that kind of stuff. Imagine putting this on.
Mm.
Might take up the whole shelf.
The whole shelf, literally.
Yeah.
I did ask Cornboy if the dragon was going to go on tour, and he kind of laughed and like didn't really want to, play all the hands. But he said that it will be seen by people. He can't say when, he can't say where, but it will be seen. Because I think that the more people get to witness this firsthand, the more sales they're gonna make. That's just my thought. Like, take it on tour, take it to the big shows that you guys are going to. People are gonna
I'm
lose their mind.
sure they'll be taking this with them to ZoloCon and all the rest of them.
What do you think, Freddie? You want to see that dragon going on tour? For people
Freddie?
that are late, Freddie is my stink bug that showed up on my microphone.
He's holding strong.
He's holding strong. Yeah, he's enthralled. He's into it. He's down for the show. He's wanting to contribute, but it's hard to hear what he's saying. He's what? Terrence Swigs, 1,000 Swigs. What? Okay. Yeah, he wants to do 1,000 Swigs next year.
Right on.
Yeah, he's up for it. But hey, Mike Aspar, what's going on, my man? Welcome, sir. Good morning. Freddie the freeloader. Yes, he is. Yeah, he ain't paying no rent, man. He should be. He said he's gonna make me breakfast burrito later. So
there we go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put him to work for sure. Yeah, he's a named creature, so he's got to contribute in this house for sure. Absolutely.
You got to get him back on the next show.
Back in the next show for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him a little box, and he'll have his own little home. So let's dig into the wave. I've got a slide here that's got all of the figures lined up. Let's see here. Sorry, it's a lot of slides. Here we go. I love the wave. Just my impression. My only and I'm not a negative person at all.
Yeah, same here.
I think every figure is beautiful and fabulous. My only thought was, that's it. Like, I was like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures.
Yeah.
And how many was Red Sun?
Oh geez, I can't remember now.
I was just like, oh, the wave's over. And I don't mean that in a negative, really. I was just kind of surprised. And I know that there's a lot coming, like next year or in the time to come, and they revealed a ton of stuff. They revealed, Arethyr? No. Help me out. The bird.
Etheron
and Xylona. They said those are coming, version 2s. They said there's a whole new line with Otho. They revealed the Infinite Legions. They revealed the D&D game. So there was a lot that they revealed to us. But for the wave, I was like, I thought that there would be more figures, but that was my first initial. I was loving everything that was coming. I'm like, oh man, this is great. And then he's like, and that's all for this wave. And I was just like, oh, that's it. I thought there'd be more, but
it was nice that they kept the price point down.
I think that and a lot of people have said it's nice that it's a $300 wave instead of a $500 wave. So that could be, a strategy that they've got, moving forward. It's maybe smaller waves. And Eric Miller, I think, had said that he appreciated that it was more manageable, like when you're presenting it to your girlfriend or fiance or wife or whatever. It's like, how much is it? How much is this all in? And it's like, babe, it's only like, 3 something, and that's better than be like, babe, it's only like 600 something,
It's just funny even saying 3 something. You're like, oh,
it's like 3. It's like, 3, whatever, it's not bad. 3 something or other, yeah. Right, Freddie? Oh, Freddie's moving on.
Okay. Freddie's leaving the show.
He's trying to figure out where to go. He's not. He's traveling. Right. But
he's a free man.
Yeah, he's a free man. He's a free spirit. He goes where he wants.
So, what are your favorites out of this wave?
Legion Slayer recap, season 3 recap this Tuesday. One of my top 3 least favorite figures solicited. Oh, Mike!
Wow.
As a version 2, Mike.
What? That's crazy talk.
Man,
I think that is my favorite figure from
that me, Mike. You cut me, man. And I picked Scapular.
Yeah.
I picked Scapular, man. And you're man. Terrence says that Freddie's going backstage. Yep, he's going backstage. That's right. He's going to the green room. He's going to work on that breakfast burrito. He's like, I got to start now, or he's got a long way to go. That's all right, Mike. I appreciate your honesty. Thanks for breaking it to me, man. I look forward to.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the 2.0 figures, but I think that is one of my favorite 2.0 figures.
I love the 2.0.
I think it's the colors that's what does it.
My only thing with the 2.0s is that a lot of they don't stand as well as the 1.0. That's my only, but I love too that the 2.0, like they're making more females that are 2.0 because I'm a collector.
They stand better than this nun figure from another company. This thing does not stand.
Yeah.
Even with a stand, it doesn't stand.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it bugs me, but not enough to not buy, 2.0 or not buy figures that have little tiny feet. Like the animated Batman figures. Their feet, like they're Batman's like this big hulking figure, but his feet are like little tiny. It's like, come on, man, he ain't gonna stand on those little tiny feet. I need some better engineering, man.
Well, even the old figures when we were a kid, that they're the 3 1/4 or 3, whatever they are. They're the old Star Wars. They didn't really stand that great either.
No, they had flat feet, but they were tiny little feet.
Yeah.
And they just, and some things are heavy, the counterbalancing and all that stuff. But
I agree with you on Faustia, Mike.
Not a Faustia fan, huh?
No, I have, but I'm not a fan.
Yuck on Faustia. I love the colors. She's not my dead favorite, but I mean, I like her. But I get what you're saying about the hooded. Like it's kind of, I mean, they used it on as a Faustia. Who else had the hooded head? Ravina. I'm looking around. Like who else had the hooded? I don't know. I can't think of that.
I don't have too many 2.0s, so.
But they used it. I mean, it worked for me, but you know, hopefully we won't see too many in the future. I mean, they did the perfect thing with Thrace
Yeah.
with the hood that, you know, comes up
Yep.
and down, and you know they're updating. You know, sometimes they'll have a throwback in there, but
I still have to get a Thrace. I haven't picked one up yet.
you haven't picked up Thrace yet.
No, Steph's got two. I haven't picked up any yet.
I
So
mean, if she's got one, then you can just go to her shelf and, you know, check it out and
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I opened one just recently, um, for the head sculpt. I was sending a head sculpt to a friend, and I'm like, I'm just gonna test this leg, and it didn't move. So I'm like, nope, I'm not
Now
pushing it, man. I'm not pushing
both
it.
of both the Steph's Thraces had no issues whatsoever.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But my room is cold. Like I snapped Tigra's leg on air. Curtis laughed his ass
Ooh.
off. I
I don't
snapped.
think we took Tigra out of the package yet.
It's a beautiful,
Oh, it's
beautiful,
a beautiful
soul
figure.
figure. But yeah, it her leg just snapped right off. But my room is cold, and I should have known better. I was messing with. I was showing off the articulation
Okay.
on a show that I'm on.
Definitely heat her up.
Yeah, and I should have heated her up a little bit, and her leg just snapped. So yeah, definitely need some heat. And he says all this talk of breakfast burrito, I'm really wanting one. Yeah, me too, man. I could. Where's Freddie at? I don't know where he's at. He's on my microphone somewhere. Hopefully he'll get in the kitchen and start rattling some pots and pans for
There
sure.
you go.
So how about you? Like what was something or figures that in this wave that really stood out for you?
I love the demon. Uh,
Okay.
and now that I keep looking at the cackler, that would be a great Jersey Devil.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that.
That would be a beautiful job. I'm really liking that one. Um, and what was the other one? I do like the cultist, even though it is 2.0. I really like that figure. And then I like the I guess the Snake Royal Guard.
Yeah, I like those guys. I can't wait to like really mess with the snake body. I think it's cool that they, you know, are diving into a whole new figure type,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know.
I like the other three, but I don't know how they would fit into my collection.
Mhm. Yeah, I know a lot of people have that thought. Somebody had just told me the same exact thing about you know, Basilia not really fitting or the Snake Warriors not really fitting in. And I
Yeah.
totally get that. I mean,
But I mean, if they make more, it'll be a little bit easier.
hmm,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm one of those weirdos. Like I have OCD in other ways, but like for shelf OCD, I don't care.
Yeah. I hear you.
I have no, there's no, like I, on my shelves, I try to have like, you know, good guy, bad guy kind of thing. Like I don't have factions separated. I don't have,
Yeah, I don't do the faction separated. I have my orcs with my goblins,
mhm,
and then I kind of keep all the demons together, and then I
mhm.
keep all the vampires together. Um, and then like mostly like barbarians, and I have a couple shelves of stuff that I pop and swap and have painted heads on and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah, yeah. And I love too that the cackler and also the the soldier have the 3.0 double jointed. So that's what was
oh,
that?
the soldier. Okay.
Yeah, the soldier. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't even know his name at all. So,
Got all these slides here. Somebody's gonna yell at me like, "Oh, the Golden Pride." Yeah, the Golden Pride, um, and the Cackler are gonna have the 3.0, the double jointed, which I think is cool. You know, they thank you too for having this show this morning. I needed this rough week. Yeah, man, I hear
yeah,
you.
I get it.
Friday was not bad, but the rest of the week was like, damn, man, it was a bear. I on Monday morning, I looked at a coworker and I'm like, I just want this week to be over. Like I'm not feeling this week at all. I don't know if it's because Christmas is coming or just the week was a turd, but man, I was ready for this week to be over. So
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, are you doing the all in or what are you doing?
no, I had talked to a few friends that are more number savvy than myself,
Yeah.
and they said, financially, it's better to do the all in, because the only two that I don't want are the two that you like, which is the genie, the Jahannam,
Okay.
and the cackler. I like them, but I'm not in love with them. So I was like, you know what? So what I picked, I wish I had it on the slide. So I picked one Basilia, one Leodicius, one Dragon Priestess, two of the snake,
The
her
Royal Guards.
guard, two of the
Yeah.
guards, and then three of the soldiers, because I really love these soldiers. So I picked
Okay.
three of those, and it came out to like 380. So about the same as an all in.
All right.
But I was like, I would rather just cherry pick and to get exactly what I want than have to deal with figures that I'm not really in love with, and then less of the figures that I do want. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. I mean, I know my wife, Steph, she'll do an all in, and then I'll cherry pick the ones I want.
Yeah, I mean, all in. You get the best price, I think, but you still get good prices.
Oh yeah.
Buying by pre-ordering, you still get that good price. But I think the best deal, the biggest value is the all in. Plus, they ship out. Usually, they ship out first. So
Right.
I mean, we're waiting a year and a half. I mean, what's another month? I'll
Right.
wait a little bit longer for the my. I mean, I've just got shipping notice for my Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, nice. Steph got hers already the other day.
Yeah, some people but and Diego said it. If you order just the piece or just the all in, boom, they'll ship them out. But if you had, like, I ordered the Ghost of Christmas Past and a pin, so they've got to open the box, go get a pin, put it in, and then label it and ship it out to Schmerbenbergen Burgers. So it takes longer. So I get it, but
Yeah.
I don't. I'm old. I don't mind waiting. I'm not in a hurry. It's like when I'm driving. I'm like, no rush, dude.
I do want my Necro figures though.
Yes, dude. I was just looking to see what I pre-ordered, and I was like, shit. I did not pre-order very many of these. I don't know if I was having a rough month or what, but I only pre-ordered like a couple of figures. So
I went back in and I think I did 4 separate orders.
Did you?
Something like that.
I've done that in other ways. Well, I will buy like a few, and then I'll get paid again, and I'll buy a few more.
Yeah.
For some reason, for Necro, I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't know. Who knows? So now I'm screwed. I've got to.
Is it Necro or is it All Star 6 where they have the skeleton hands and feet pack?
I think that's All Stars.
Did you notice that the feet have pegs in them this time?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I think it's the first.
Yeah, I'm reading what other people say. Terrence, I'm going all in plus three cacklers, 3 pride soldiers, 2 to 3 of the dragon tamer, maybe an extra Leodicius. Okay.
Nice.
That's a beefy order right there.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to stay around the the 300-ish.
Yeah.
For me, especially right around Christmas time, it's kind of tough. But Steph, it's my preference to specifically order it like that so I could get that beautiful ghost before Christmas. I get that. I wish I had done that, but I didn't want to miss out on the pin. But I didn't really want to spend the how much was the ghost with the all-in? Was it 99 or something? Or
I thought it was cheaper than that.
Was it 80? Maybe it was 80.
I don't even know. I didn't order one, so
yeah. I want another one. I had not put it out to the cabal yet, but when people start getting them, like, because some people they'll order like 5 of something,
right.
I thought I would trade my Fisher Rice for a ghost, another ghost.
If I'm at a con and there's really nothing there that I really need and they have it, I'll grab one then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's and you're gonna see her at cons.
Oh yeah,
we've seen all the figure obscuras. I mean, not retail, but we've seen the figure obscuras at their tables. So
Emir Casper says that the hands and feet skeleton pack is in
it
the
is.
Necro wave.
It is Necro. Okay, yeah,
And it does have the feet pegs, which is going to be nice because we don't have to swap them out.
I get those waves confused.
Yeah, so do I.
They kind of, it's almost like All Stars is like Necro, part 2 or 2.0 or something. Mike says I went to 2 all ins for Reign of Beast. Nice.
Right on.
Nice. Very good. Not All Stars, feet in hand. Okay, yeah. Reach out to Adam, aka Highly Articulated. What am I reaching out to him about, Terrence?
Yeah.
Sorry. I read that late maybe. But yeah, it's a nice rain and I am appreciative that it's a smaller, But either way I would cherry pick. I'm not one of those boom.
It was nice that it was a smaller wave for G-Con.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it is the end of the year and we're all strapped for the Christmas.
Right. And for people that don't know or people that are new to Mythics, as soon as this wave pre-order ends, there's going to be something right after.
Oh yeah,
there always is.
I'm thinking they probably moved. Well, Jeremy said something about the other night that they moved a bunch of stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're getting the skeletons Q1, which is nice. I'm guessing we're going to get the armory figures.
Yeah.
The singles of Legion's Con exclusives and the Snake Eyes first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
I'm with you. I think it's coming January, February.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably the second week of January.
Because I was looking at posts. Walter got some. He said he got some armory figures from the studio.
Yeah,
and they were wired up. Like it wasn't like, oh, hey, Jeremy built me an armory figure. No, these had the wire on it.
Oh, okay.
And I looked at it, and it was one of the ones of that, that build.
Okay.
The 10 figures. So
yeah,
they've got them or some already.
Yeah.
So I think that those are sooner than later, which I think is cool.
Now here's a question. So Necro is on the water. Is the January 15th strike going to hurt us on that?
That's a good question.
Or do you think they're going to be at the port before that happens?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not. And it seems like some of these strikes usually resolve themselves because people need to get to work and
yeah,
jobs. So hopefully they're going to figure it out, dude. Because I know they had a it was a temporary thing that they did not too long ago, right? Because people were talking strikes. My friend,
for I guess it happened for like a week.
Yeah, and they figured it out, or at least they put a Band-Aid on the situation so that they can get. So hopefully it'll resolve itself because we need our goods, but not just us. I mean,
everybody.
Yeah, everybody. And Freddie too. Freddie needs his.
Is he back?
He's on the arm of he's trying to figure out how to get to the kitchen. It's
okay.
It's gonna take him about a month, I think,
to
get there. But he's on his way.
He's
good. Oscar Mike. He's on the move.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the wave is great, but yeah, there's a lot coming. That's just what we know about.
Right.
How many figure obscures did we have this year? There was
3.
3?
No, I thought it was 3. It was oh geez, what was it? Oh yeah, you're right. It was 4 because you had Bassett and Anubis.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Egyptian ones the next 2 or 1.
Yeah.
Year.
I would think the next one would probably be the Egyptian again.
I'm going to throw out prediction that they are going to use the Frankenstein's creature for one of their Egyptian. The buck.
That I think is my favorite figure of the year.
Dude, it was my number 2 I did a top 10 mythics of the year.
Yeah, it's my
yes,
number one.
and number one was Armory. Like
Okay.
these, you know, I know it's nothing really new.
Right.
Damn, like to build your own knight was it made my year. It was, you know, the coolest thing besides seeing my friends. This was the coolest thing.
Yeah, that is beautiful. So I did a couple of different things. Two of mine. I did this one's the black with the leather,
Okay.
and I gave him a Darla Ackerman cape and a head that was painted from David Williams.
Nice. Can I see his? Can you zoom in a little bit on that head? Can we get a little bit closer?
Yeah, so we
Oh
can get
yeah.
her.
Oh yeah. That's freaking.
As soon as David posted it, it kind of looks like my logo. I was like, I gotta have that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
We got
it came out beautiful. Then the Darla cape helped too with it. You know what I mean?
oh, the cape is gonna make everything better.
Yeah. And then I took the purple evil knight and I gave him the Lord Dragul
Oh man.
arms and legs, and then gave him that blue skeleton neck peg as well.
Oh yeah,
And the
dude.
colors look great together.
Man, have you posted that build?
Now I don't really post them because I can never take good pictures.
Man. Well, I ask as a friend, can you at least send me a picture of that guy to me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, not a problem.
I might need to rebuild that. That build is freaking amazing, man.
Blue and purple always go good together.
Blue and purple always go great, but
Yeah.
I'd love to see what people. You know, I'm imaginative, but not when it comes to building. You know.
Oh, I gave him the I forgot the Tauren sword too. It was like blue and copper.
Oh yeah.
So that ties it all in nicely.
Absolutely.
So.
And he says, big shout out to Kirby. His app made the armory experience so much easier. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that the studio sent Kirby some of the armory figures.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's just another, you know, the studio being the studio, just being so rad.
So did you pick up a lot of customs or painted heads or anything at Legion's Con?
No, not really, dude. I was so enthralled and so like addicted to the Horseman table, like what was gonna drop, that I just kept going back and I bought a giant box of their warehouse finds. I was just like, what's gonna be next? What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
So I just kept going back and I missed out, and I went with some friends to New York on Sunday.
Okay.
And I love New York City. It's one of my favorite cities, but I kind of regret it because it took away a lot of my Legion's Con time. You know,
right.
Like there was so many people that I wanted to spend more time with, but you know, like when I'm on the East Coast, to not see New York City is almost a crime. It was 45-minute drive. Like we got there.
And so now for Legion's Con for me is once I'm there, I'm not leaving. I'm done. That's it.
That was my I made that error. I regretted it. I was like, damn, you know, like the Legion's Con's over, you know. But I got to go to New York City again, and I had a great. I'm not saying I didn't have a good time. I had a great time, but I should have. We were thinking about going Monday, but my friend's flights left Monday. And I didn't want it to be like, oh shit, we got to get you guys to JFK. You know, we're in a rush. You know, I thought, you know what, let's just do it Sunday. But that was a mistake because I missed a lot of, you know, vendor tables. So as for customs, I picked up very little. I picked up a Brian Burke helmet for my skeleton. Have you seen those skeleton helmets?
Oh yeah, I have. Oh, is it the new ones?
It's like a bucket. Let me grab it.
I think it's the same one. I
talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I picked up. He had posted these helmets.
Oh yeah, okay. Same one here.
Did you get one? Oh yeah, you got one.
Yeah, too. I painted mine. Yeah.
I'm not a painter, but I had such a good time. Like I tried to make it a little rusty, a little gnarly. Whoops, there it goes.
I kind of gave mine like a gunmetal look.
Yeah, and it's got like a
And
scar, like a bash.
yeah,
Yeah, but man, I had so much. I wish I'd have bought a couple. These were like $15.
I should have bought more.
I should have bought more. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
I made mine here. That's my skeleton.
what robe is that? Is that from Gaspar?
Uh, no, the brown robe is from a Dune figure. It was the Christopher Walken's figure.
Walter's figure?
No, Christopher Walken.
Oh, the Dune figure. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you said a neat figure. Yeah,
Ross,
yeah.
Ross had that figure on clearance for like $3. It was worth just the robe.
Just for the robes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Thanks, G.
the lighter brown one, I believe, is from one of the aliens from Cosmic.
Okay. Oh yeah, like AS or Altar.
Yeah, one of them. I can't remember.
One of those guys.
Altar, no, IS, yeah, Altar. So
Yeah. So
when I gave him a stick.
picked up one of those. I should have picked up a couple. Like I was walking with Brett.
Yeah,
And my man Brett, that's my boy, man. That's
I love Brett.
I love Brett. If anyone that doesn't know Brett or is shy to go up to Brett, befriend that dude. And I got to thank you guys, especially Steph, for kind of introducing us. Because I think she said, you'll love Brett once you get to know him and meet him. And I did. Like he's like my big brother, even though we're almost the same age.
Yeah,
He's like my big brother. And anyway, so I was rolling with him at the vendor tables, and he's the one that told me not to go to New York City. He's like, don't go, man. Stay here and visit.
Yeah, he's the same way I am. He's like, once you're there, you don't move.
Yeah. But he was like balling. This guy had his wallet out and was like picking up, he bought like 3 customs from Brian Burke, and then he bought customs from Patina Prince, Matt Stein. I mean, he was making it rain. But I get it. Like, the customs are one of a kind. You buy something from Eric Miller or, Matt Stein or Noah or Dennis or, all these amazing customizers, Emil, they're one of a kind.
Yeah.
You're getting something that they worked their asses off and made some amazing stuff. So
I have to get a full custom. I don't have one yet from anybody. I have painted heads, but no full custom.
Yeah, I have a custom from Anthony House Seal. I think that's the only. Oh, and Mira made me a custom. So those are the 2. Oh, and I also I'm like, I don't have any customs. Oh yeah, I do. And then I've got a red jet, a female red jet, from Brian C.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh man, Brian C. I got to tape a show with him. We started one and then we had technical problems. So
that's nice.
But I'm supposed to talk to him on Tuesday. But yeah, he did this. Like he posted it, and I'm like, I want that. Like that, I want that. And so he sold it to me. But I'm not a big custom guy. Like I don't like them that much because sometimes they're fragile. You look at them the wrong way, or they don't blade or whatever. But it's not a huge thing for me. Customs are not a big, but I love head sculpts. I think head sculpts are fun.
I just in the past year, probably about a year and a half, 2 years, just started getting painted heads.
Mm.
Before that, I was just strictly just the factory parts.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, you got to change them up. So
yeah, it's fun to see, all these amazing head sculpts, and there's so many that there's something for everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's a whole industry.
I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Terrence says Legion's Con is a one-stop destination. You can start preparing for next Legion's Con on the last date of the current Legion's Con. That is true, man. Yeah,
good point.
Agree, Terrence. Yeah, totally. You go to rate it. You try to walk out with as much loot as you can grab.
Well, you wait all year for it. Why not?
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I wanted to be and I couldn't decide on my armory, but see, we were lucky enough to go to interns, so the armory thing was you know, something that we thankfully got to experience before the regular show. But I think if as excited as I was for Armory, I probably would have gone to Armory before the Four Horsemen table if I didn't get to go to Armory at intern, because I was just so excited about building nights. I just wanted to build.
Terrence is right. He's like, it is our Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Well said, Terrence. I
Yeah.
agree. It's the greatest time for us Mythic fans of the year. I mean,
And we get to see everybody that we don't get to see all year long at other cons.
it's kind of surreal. Like I was talking to Dylan, I'm like, it's so weird to see people, bros, you know, that you talk to online all the time, but like, you know, I talk to you, I message you or whatever, but to actually have you here and to hang out with you or sit outside, you know, and you have a smoke and I'm just sitting out there and we're talking, like that's a great thing, man, just to see everyone in person.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like I'm such a freaking social freaking butterfly that I'm bouncing like a pinball to like
I walk all over the place. I don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss anything.
No.
I don't want to miss anything.
So,
and you still miss stuff, you know. But there was
I'm sure there's tables I've missed this past year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to hit the tables. You got to the vendor room. Like I went a couple times. Like I went with Brett. I went by myself. I think I went with Mark. But you got to go a few times because there's stuff that you're gonna miss. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a table. I mean, I don't know if I'd sell anything, but it'd be cool just to have one and hang out. But to be chained to your table,
yeah, I don't know if I could sit there for that long.
Yeah, well, there's so much going on. But you know, you hang out like Curtis and his wife were, you know, at their table, and you know they had good neighbors, and you know. But I like going around. I like to, you know, snake all through that, you know, or go to your room, go to my room. Like I went upstairs and took a nap. Might have been COVID. I don't know. It might have been a COVID thing, but yeah, me and Andy, we were tired. Every time I go into, me and Andy shared a room, and every time I'd go in there, I'd see his feet. I'd walk in the door, and Andy's asleep. You know, I'd see his feet.
It's a lot of walking.
It's a lot of walking, you know, a lot of late. Like I was up, I think 3 a.m. Friday night. I had my chair parked at the Horseman table, or at the Horseman opening where their tables, where the line started.
Yeah.
Like the third person. I was there at 3 a.m. and I was the third person. So it was long days, and naps really helped me you know, navigate. But Terrence says, love this community. I love meeting people who I've interacted with and now feel we are friends beyond chats. We're friends and family in the real world. I agree.
Yeah.
That's something that's so amazing about this community, is that, you know, I have like my life has been enriched so much by being in this community and collecting these figures. It's opened, you know, a world of meeting amazing people. And you know, I never thought I would be doing a stupid, you know, YouTube show. Like that's not me. Like, you know, I love talking and hanging out and talking toys, but you know, I will give nods to like Tony Toy and Ed. I don't know if they're in the chat anymore, but like those guys and Guesagway, like a lot of us were there early morning. Brett, you, like we were there early mornings.
Yep.
And I remember us all kind of like at ZoloCon, you know, or ToyCon, New Jersey, freezing our asses off, you know, like, you know, we go in the car and then we get out, and then, but like, and Sven Guerrera and Raul, you know, we all kind of were hanging out and talking toys. And I'm like, man, this is so much fun. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here this early? But man, this is funner than shit. Like,
well, and when we went to IshCon, we were down there in the lobby. It was me, Brett, Jesse, Tanya, doing pop and swaps at like 5 a.m., 5:30.
Yeah. And it's like, I had so much fun. Like, you know, when you you tell your, oh yeah, I was there at 3, and they're like, I was there at 4:30. Like, what the hell? Why were you there so early? I'm like, I'm just talking toys and having a good time,
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a show where I'm just talking Mythics. Like,
There you go.
There's a ton of shows, but I'm having a good time. We're talking Mythics. We're enjoying ourselves, So that
That's
was,
it.
I loved hearing people's stories about how they came into the line, and what they're doing in the community. If they started customizing, if they're doing photography, if they're just like me that just buy them and put them on shelves. That's I love hearing about that, or how they got involved in the collecting and the community. It's just it's cool to hear. Andy says, I have social anxiety and was just so comfortable with everyone. Yeah. It's cool that, like,
Yeah.
it's a safe place. So you go into Legion's Con, and Fred is on my laptop now. How did he get from?
Well,
Yeah, he's on the corner of the laptop. Fred, I thought you were gonna make some burritos, man. You walk into the lobby, and you're just surrounded by people that, yeah, you might see them once a year, but like, you feel like them, like Guestigwe. I've probably seen G maybe 4 times in my life, but like, he's my brother.
yeah,
You know
you
what I
feel
mean?
like you've known him for a long time.
Yeah, it's like, get in here for hugs. It's like I may have hugged him 3 times in my life, but
Yeah.
like, he's my brother, and like, I know G and William Wallace, they get together, and maybe Ed sometimes, and Tony, they have dinner together, and I'm like, that's freaking beautiful. Like, if I
Yep.
lived anywhere close enough, I would do that, and some people, they're not social, or have anxiety. I get that. Like, sometimes the world is it's on max, 10
Yeah.
times, but and you need breaks, you gotta like go and recharge even Jordan. Like, I had told Jordan one time, I'm like, dude, like, you and Van are like on all the time. You guys are going to every show, and you're doing your purple gang, and like, you're like this persona, like, you're always. He's like, bro, I need to take a break. Like, sometimes I need like a weekend where I just
Don't do anything.
recharge the batteries. I'm like, I get that, man.
Well, I know Brett said he went to 12 cons this year.
That guy needs like a plaque.
Yeah.
He needs a special like recognition for being like OG, because I think he probably went to more shows than some of the studio guys did.
Yep. Yep.
But I mean, if I could, I would. If I had the money and the ability.
Oh yeah.
Just to see some of my bros, like, if I could drive to Pennsylvania and go to one of the shows, like ZoloCon coming up. Like, I the other day I told my fiance, I'm like, hey, what about a road trip, just for the weekend, babe, and it's going to be at a casino, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and so I was trying to sell it already, a 10-hour drive just to see my people again.
Right.
And to buy some necro, and to buy some some headhunter.
I'm lucky because we live on the East Coast. We live so close to the studio and all the cons. It's really nice. You kind of get spoiled after a while.
Absolutely. When I lived in I was in Vermont working for 6 months, and I worked in Long Island for 3 months. Dude, I loved the East Coast. It was so nice because there was some great shows that I was able to get to, and so many awesome people on the East Coast. Moving back to the Midwest, yeah, my sweet lady is here and my dogs are here, but man, I've got like maybe PowerCon, maybe MuskyCon. That's it, man.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know. Is PowerCon even happening this year?
I asked Cornboy, and he says I haven't heard anything. So it might still, but I mean, they've got their schedule up. So I mean, they've got their flights booked, they've got their rooms and all this stuff booked, and their plans and all that stuff. So I'm wondering, like, even if they do announce it, would they go to it? I don't know.
Terrence is saying he doubts it.
Yeah. I mean, the closer we get, I mean, it's in August, so I mean, there's time. But
but how much time? That's a lot of prep.
Yeah, for a studio that big, for Four Horsemen to plan that, especially Jeremy. You know, we know Jeremy a little bit. I mean, he's probably got 2026 planned already. You know,
and 2028.
yeah. So I mean, you know, his book is already, you know, being
Oh,
filled out of what's going on. So
yeah.
they definitely plan ahead. But I don't know. I had a good time overall. Legion's Con. What was your favorite moments of that?
All of it. I waited all year for Legion's Con. I
That's
couldn't wait to see everybody, buy stuff. I just all of it.
It's fun, dude. It's so much fun.
It's the one thing you really look forward to all year long. And then when it finally happens, it just blows by.
Man, so fast. And that's why I was like, man, I shouldn't have gone to New York, because that was probably 5 hours, but 5 hours of, you know, time I could have spent with friends, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't leave the hotel.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I will be there more. Terrence is saying too short of a notice. It will be a disaster if they announce it now.
Yeah.
Our client only works if there's exclusives. That's per Val Staples. If
Oh,
they don't know, then it's not happening. Yeah, I mean, Cornboy didn't know, but I mean, I don't know how plugged in Cornboy is to everything that's going on, but I would think he would know. I
yeah,
mean,
that makes actually a lot of sense too.
yeah, I asked him directly. I'm like, "What do you think about PowerCon?" He's like, "I haven't heard anything." So
Yeah, because they kind of, I guess they set up the exclusive the year before.
right,
Um,
yeah. And I'm hoping. Speaking of exclusives, we the Headhunter was a big conversation thing. That's the ZoloCon exclusive.
oh, I like that figure.
I do too. Yeah, they're calling it the Headhunter.
It looks like reverse Scareglow to me.
Yes, a lot of people are saying that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
I like it.
I do too. I love the soft goods. I actually really loved the original the Skullman. I love this figure. Like, I don't know why I love it, but I love this figure.
I
So
think I like this new one coming up better than the first one.
I almost do too. I hate to say that. I hate to say
Yeah,
that, man, but I think I love the new one. Maybe a little bit more.
yeah, I'm fine with it. I'll still get it. You know what I mean? I'll get both versions.
But I'm hoping that they have more of this figure than they did last year, because I know there was issues with sellout last year.
Okay.
And for some reason too, the retail was like very
Very
limited.
limited.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I think the in stock sale, it sold out really quick,
Yeah,
one per person. So I'm like, I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it's a deal thing. Maybe they
maybe.
anticipated that, wouldn't sell that well. I don't know.
Maybe they do half the run as an exclusive and then half the run as retailer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I know I was lucky enough to grab another at Legion's Con. They had maybe a half box or a box
Okay.
of that at Legion's Con. They had Valiant Knights, they had Skull Warrior, and a ton of warehouse stuff.
Nice.
So much. Did you get some of the warehouse find stuff? Did you get any of that?
No.
No. You're like, I have everything. I didn't need that stuff.
Yeah, I did. The only thing that I missed was the bone wings.
Yeah, I didn't see those.
That was early Saturday. I don't remember what color it was. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I picked up they had the gold wings there, and they had black wings, and I picked those up. They were like
What,
50.
for the skeleton?
No,
Oh,
they're just wings by themselves.
okay. Yeah, I didn't get any
So
of
like
that.
the Gadriel gold wings, they had some of those, and then they had some black ones, which I'd never seen before. Have you ever seen black wings?
No,
I'll send you a picture.
all
I
right.
don't know what figure that would be from. Do
I don't
you?
even remember. It's definitely one of the ones I don't have.
Yeah, because I mean, there's the red ones that go with Zenithon, but yeah, they had black ones. I'll send you a picture.
It probably goes with one of the birds.
Oh, I didn't think
I
about
don't
that.
buy the birds, so that would be why I would know.
Yeah, Yeah, but it looked cool. So I'm like, I don't know what this is for, but I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, the Black Wings, I would probably want them actually.
And they had like the elf um weapon sets. They had some of those. And I think Cookie was like, "You're never gonna see these again. So if you don't buy them, then they're
Yeah.
you know." And when people tell me that, I'm like, God damn it, I didn't want that, and now you're telling me I didn't buy them, but some other people it worked on because I have a ton of like elf weapons and stuff. So
Okay.
I didn't.
So Terrence is saying for PowerCon, they didn't secure the Columbus Convention Center, and they need higher attendance numbers.
It seemed like there was a lot of people there. I mean, was it?
That's what Steph said. Steph went. She said it was packed. So I don't know.
It was packed. It was packed.
Well, there was an anime convention, I think, going on the other side.
Yeah,
too.
there was. Yeah, like right across the lobby, there was an anime thing.
Yeah. So.
William says the toucan had black wings. So yeah, I didn't
Okay.
think
All right.
that.
So it was a bird.
But man, that is a deep warehouse find, dude.
Yeah, really.
Crazy. I
I
had
mean,
to ask.
that's got to be what, almost 10 years old.
I had to ask Jeremy because I had picked up Steel Knight. I picked up an Iron Knight.
I have
picked
an
up
Iron Knight.
the deluxe female Knight Builder set.
Yeah.
And I picked up some version 1 Cavern Dwarves.
Oh, nice.
And I was just like blown away by these old figures that they had there, like Steel Knight and Iron Knight. I'm like, what the hell? So I asked Jeremy, I'm like, hey, are these like reissues? He's like, no, these are warehouse finds. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you guys hung on to these things for that long? Like, crazy. Mike says Decimus has black wings.
Okay.
They've struggled since losing Mattel as a sponsor. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
FOMO is a mofo. It sure is, man.
Oh.
It's also a mofo on your wallet, too, though. My man Andy, speaking of customs, my man Andy here, my bro, he had, I'm not going to say how much, he had a chunk of cash.
Nice.
And my bro went in and went ham, hard as a motherfucker, and bought everything he wanted, everything that he'd been wanting.
You only live once.
You only live once, man. He had
enjoy it.
And we carpooled together, and I said, Andy, if you or I had bought one more box of anything, we would have had to ship it because my car was like, we were driving like this. Like,
yeah.
The steering wheel. We had a car.
Oh, I seen you when you were packing up.
A Subaru full of toys.
You're like, I don't know if I'm going to fit this all in there.
Stuff where I'm like, I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to fit, but we did. We made it fit, man.
Well, we had a lot of stuff in our car, and then I had to ship out some boxes too to people. My car was packed just as it was coming in, going out.
Yeah, I'm like, thank God, Andy, you came light. Like, he only brought like a backpack, his walker, and like a box of something. But I'm like, thank God you didn't bring a lot of shit. I brought a bunch of crap. Like, I thought I would be able to trade stuff, and that was kind of no-noed. Because I brought figures to trade, like Mythics stuff. And they're like, nah, that's not really, I was like, okay, that's cool. I thought we were going to do like, because I thought last year they had room where you could go to like somebody's room and they had figures and, you could trade or whatever. But I think that was not really.
No, I don't think that was a thing last year. I don't remember.
No? Okay, maybe I
know there was the part swap.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I missed when I was in New York. I showed up and it was winding down. Everyone was putting their stuff away because I was looking for me and Andy. We love the gold helmets that come with the Father Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anyone has any gold helmets, William Golden, I'm looking at you. I love these helmets. So if anyone has any to sell or trade, and Andy, he likes these too. But man, I was looking for these, and I think somebody had one, and I'm like, where is it? But all the stuff was put away. But yeah, I regret leaving. I won't next year. I might go for to Wegmans, but I'm not going anywhere next year.
Yeah,
I'm staying.
There is there's a 7-Eleven right around the corner where you don't have to get out on the main highway.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I love 7-Elevens,
I
man.
think I sent Jordan there one night 'cause he needed something. He didn't want to go across the road like there's a 7-Eleven right
Mhm.
around the corner.
Freddie just took a spill. You all right, Fred?
Oh boy.
Yeah, he fell out. He's trying to climb my light for some reason, and he took a tumble. So
Okay.
he's a little shaken right now.
He had a hard night of partying, I think.
He's walking. Yeah, he must have had a rough night last night. He got into the Alizé, and he's he's having a time. He's having a morning. Still
Okay.
not made
It
it in.
is Sunday, so
I would love to go to intern next year, Terrence.
I
Um,
thought you were at intern this year.
Terrence
Maybe
didn't.
it was
Yeah,
the year. I don't know. Everybody starts blending together. I
it
think
blends
been
together. But
there.
there was a ton of people at intern. Man, there was.
Yeah.
And Jeremy had said, I don't know where he said it at, but he's like, I think that some people just showed up, like, you know. So he goes, I think we need to be a little bit more um,
Strict.
diligent next year about people coming, because I think people just showed up and just walked in, which I could see people doing that. Like I could see that. I mean, I'm not saying I saw it, but I'm saying
Yeah.
if you show up in your car and you start walking around, like what are they going to be like? No, we didn't invite you. Like they didn't. There was
Right.
a golden ticket where they checked, to make sure that you had access. They just, and especially if you're someone that is known in the community, So I think if Terrence had shown up, they wouldn't have said anything.
No, I don't think nobody
I,
would say anything.
I mean, they did
Not
say
Terrence.
that. What?
Not the Terrence.
No, not to Terrence. I mean, Terrence, no, not Terrence. But they did say, and I didn't realize this, I hadn't heard it, but they were saying like people that are intern, should have access to asking questions and and all that stuff. And I didn't know that. I hadn't heard that before. So like if you're a friend of the studio that got invited, or if you're the plus one, then chill back and let the people that were actually chosen um ask questions, or be able to sit at the table. And like I didn't know that. I was not aware of that. Had you heard that too, or no?
No.
No, my ears, I got big. I hear a lot. I listen to what's going
Okay.
on out there, but
I'm too
but yeah,
oblivious.
there was a ton of people at intern. But man,
Yes,
that
it
the intern, it just dovetails into the experience. Like
was. Yeah.
I wish more people could do intern, and then go to the Legions Con or G Con the next day. It just makes an amazing experience even more amazing,
Yes, it does.
And I got to go with you guys and Brett, and that was
No, that
awesome.
was a good time.
I love that. We all kind of carpooled,
I
and
think next year, I think we're going to come in on Tuesday instead of Wednesday.
are you
Eventually, it'll be
early?
eventually our Legions Con trip will be like a week and a half long.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm getting married in October next year, so I was not even planning on going to Legions Con next year, which
Okay.
it hurts my heart. But fiance was like, "No, I think we can."
When are you getting married in October?
October 11th.
Okay.
You guys are
We
invited.
have a wedding to go to October 4th, and then our anniversary is the 27th.
Ooh, nice.
So
Nice.
Legion's Con is our anniversary gift to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm just planning maybe one day, maybe Saturday at Legion's Con, which kind of sucks, but at least I get to go and see all my friends and
Yeah.
pick up some stuff. But and then we're gonna go to New York City and spend a couple days there for a honeymoon.
Yeah, Terrence is saying he's like Legion's Con would be a great honeymoon.
Yeah,
There you go, Greg.
absolutely. I wasn't gonna suggest it to her, but she suggested it to me. So
All right. That's good.
I love you, babe. I love you. So that's a gift to me, that she knows that I love this community and the studio and all that. And Legion's Con is like my Christmas. So
Yeah.
her saying, yeah, let's go for that. You can go for a day. I'm sure she would let me do Saturday and Sunday, but I don't want to push it. Saturday, I'm happy. I get to see everybody. I get to throw hugs and be amongst my people. and then the rest of the time is for us and for her and stuff.
Yeah.
So
We figured the last 3 months of the year, you know what I mean? It's just everything all at once. You got Halloween, you got LegionCon, you got Christmas, you got Thanksgiving.
it comes so fast.
A lot of birthdays, anniversaries.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Terrence is saying, I really enjoy the evolving relationship of Lynn and myself. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Lynn is a great dude.
Lynn is a good dude.
There's so many good people.
Yeah.
In this community, absolutely. But yeah, Legion's Con, I had a great time. G-Con was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. We talked about the wave, talked about the dragon.
I'm going to say one thing. Whoever brought the sickness to Legion's Con, stay home next year, please.
Yeah, I had mentioned that to Cornboy on Thursday. I said I felt guilty that you got sick.
Yeah.
And he got serious for a second. He goes, Did you give it to me?
No.
Did you bring it? I'm like, dude, no, man. I was perfectly fine when I got the intern, but there was somebody, and I go, I didn't notice anyone coughing. I didn't notice anyone not feeling
like
good.
We felt amazing when we left. I was like, okay,
I was like cloud nine.
Take all your vitamins, make sure you have no issues, and
I've been waiting all year for this. So somebody was not feeling good, and they were a little touchy. They touched some stuff that we touched or coughed.
Yeah, I mean, when you figure there's so many people handshaking, hugging, everything. I mean,
and it was like wildfire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this was our third year. Our first year, we got sick, and we didn't know if we had COVID or not. We weren't chancing it, so we didn't go. I think it was 21 when it was the one day or whatever.
I'm definitely boostering up.
Yeah.
Before we go, I'm definitely getting something, because I mean, when you're with so many people, stuff like that happens. But it just sucked, because I felt like, I think Friday I was like, I'm losing my voice already. Like, I know I'm talking a lot. I'm a talker, but goddamn, I'm already, I got a sore throat, and I'm like,
I started feeling it Sunday night. I was like, what is going on? Like, why do I feel sick?
Yeah. So by the time I dropped off Andy, I had the chills. Like, I was like freezing. I had a temperature. I was exhausted. It was
weird.
And I just felt so crappy. I pulled over and fell asleep like at a gas station for about an hour after I dropped Andy off in Indiana.
The first hour of our drive home, I had Steph drive. I was like, I can't drive right now. And then by the time we got to our halfway point, we got some food, and I was good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. But
it lingered for a little while.
I don't know. I can't do a mask unless it's mandatory. I hate wearing those damn masks. It drives me nuts.
I don't know. COVID was the only thing that was good about COVID was there was no traffic.
Yes, oh man, I remember that.
That was the only thing that was really good about COVID. Yeah. No traffic at all.
Yeah, you could fly wherever you wanted to.
Yeah, it was very easy to get around.
I was in Massachusetts. I was about 4 hours away from New York City. I was near Boston, and it was so surreal walking into a Target, because a figure collector, whenever there's a Target nearby, you're going to swing by and see what's in there.
Even if you don't collect anything, you just want to go and look to see what
they have. Go check. But I remember, like, I'll pick up some spaghetti. I'm going to make some spaghetti and meatballs. No, you're not. There was no pasta. There was no sauce. There was no paper goods. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? That was a scary.
It was a weird time.
As old as I am, I've never seen anything like that before.
It's going to be like 5 years now.
That's insane.
6 years. I don't know. 5, 6 years.
That's insane. And kids, like, how long were kids out of school? Like, they were out for.
My niece was out of school, I think, most of the year, her junior year of high school.
Yeah, they're going to remember that. Like, back when I was not in school for, that was insane.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Crazy time.
Yeah,
let's see. People said, Brian says we all need lots of vitamins and clean living in October to prepare for Legion's Con.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, right. G got it. Poor little G. He got it. My wife and son didn't. So that's
yeah. We both got sick.
my dumbass went home and gave it to my fiance right away.
It took a little while
So
longer.
sorry.
Steph, it took a little while longer for her to get it and then to get rid of it.
Yes. Yeah. It dwelled in our house for, and
Yeah.
I still have a little itchy throat and cough. Steph says if you go on a toy hunt, I can't go home without buying something. Right. I'm like,
Ain't that the truth?
it's like you're rewarding yourself, you know? It's like, I got to get this little, I got to get this, But Brian says was able to change to a work from home position during COVID, so that was cool. But COVID still sucked. Yeah, I was just talking to a friend about that like so many jobs went work from home, and it's good and bad. You miss that social interaction of being around people, but you're
Well, how
saying,
many videos did you see of someone that was on a work call and they got no pants on?
right? Exactly. That would be me. Like, pants? What are these pants?
Yeah.
Andy says, found it crazy. I roomed with you, rode with you, and you were miserable, sick, and I was just fine. You bastard. You're robust, man. You're more robust than me. I was sick as hell, man. And it just escalated. I just got sicker and sicker as the time went by. But I'm glad you didn't get sick. People got to dodge that, then good for you. Like my buddy Mark didn't get sick either. He did get he got a booster before he came. And I don't know if Andy has got any shots or not. Probably not, you son of a bitch, Andy. You probably didn't have
Next year I will be getting that booster just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Trevor said he got the booster and the flu shot just to make sure.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
I didn't know, like my hospital, usually they keep track of our immunization, and mine expired in September, but they didn't tell me. So I didn't know. And now I've got to wait. Like they said, you got to wait like 3 months after you catch it before you get it. You can get another
I didn't know that. Okay.
booster. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Andy might be Wolverine and fought it off. That's right. William avoided it. Only shot I had was whiskey. I didn't do shots.
See, that's what I should have did.
Maybe that would help too. I don't know. But I don't know, man. It was even with the sickness, I had an
amazing time.
The best damn time. I had not one negative thing.
No,
nothing bad happened. Nothing.
No, that was good.
No fights. Nope. Like it was all good, man. It was all good.
Other than I think there were some people that left trash behind. I think or something.
I heard about it. I know,
but I don't know if that was our crew or not.
I know one of the guys that did it, and he got yelled at, and so he kind of learned his lesson. He didn't do it on purpose. He said, I forgot. I guess he'd ordered a pizza or something, and was eating it at one of the tables, and got up and I guess left or something, and so Walter kind of chewed him out a little bit.
Yeah,
but, you learn. But I remember last year there was somebody had broke a wine glass like in the lobby.
Oh,
everyone like stopped, like, oh shit, but no big deal. We cleaned it up and picked up and there's going to be messes and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday morning. I was down there early. I was helping the guy put all the glasses on the cart.
I did that last year.
Yeah,
I did that last year. It is what it is, and the hotel is super cool.
Yeah.
By letting us, like, the noise. I think only one day they told us to move to the lounge because I think that there was still regular other customers that were there that weren't for the convention.
Okay.
Con. So I think that night, I think it was Friday night, they moved us to the lounge area, the people that were still out. But the rest of the nights they let us do our thing because we own the whole hotel.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we were all living there for like a week.
Yeah. So that was rad, man. And they were cool with us, and I think we were cool with them.
Well, we're back again there next year. So
that club. I spoke to Jim, and he said that next year might be the last year there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he said it's too big. We need
Well, I
bigger.
noticed that Saturday morning when they opened the doors, it was just flooded in the vendor room. Like there
Yeah,
was just so many people. It
yeah.
felt like a lot more than last year.
Did you get a chance to see that vendor room when it was empty?
Yes.
Holy shit, dude! Like you could park a Millennium Falcon in there. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how big it was until it
It
was empty.
doesn't look that big when everybody's in there.
Yeah, because I was watching the I think it was it Shooting the Shelf, I think. Yeah, it was Shooting the Shelf where they had Mira and they had Pete,
Yeah.
and Jeremy played the guitar, Jeremy
Oh
DeWitt.
yeah, I was there that night.
Yeah, and so I went to go grab a couple chairs in the main hall, and I was just like, "Holy crap!" Like
Hmm.
this was the main hall. Like it was like way bigger, you know.
Uh-huh.
When it's full of people, you don't really like, and tables and
Yeah.
booths. You don't really get a real size of the scope of that room. But god damn,
Right.
it was huge.
I know.
And he says they said something like there's 250 rooms and we had like 225 of them. Yeah. Terrence says we're outgrowing it. I've had
Wow.
COVID 4 times and it gets worse each time. Yeah. I think I caught COVID last year and it was not really too bad. I was only down for a little
Okay.
bit, but this one really kicked my butt. Like I took an extra 2 days off because I came back when I was supposed to go back to work on Thursday, and I took off Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and then I was back on Monday. So
No, I took off the whole week.
you threw up?
No, I said I took off the whole week.
Oh yeah, I took off from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Okay.
So yeah, because then I got there Wednesday night, me and Andy, and then I had intern on Thursday, and then we left Monday, and then I was sick as a dog. So Monday night, and I had emailed my boss. I'm like, hey, I got COVID, and so I had to go through, like, when you work at a hospital, there's a process. You've got to let people know. They've got to interview you. When did you have symptoms and all this crap. So I had to do that um, just to go back to work. So I didn't
Right.
get people sick. So I went back to work that Monday. So
So if they change the venue after 2025, I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, where are you
um,
at?
Jim mentioned there's a hotel that looks like a castle, and I actually drove by it. I saw it. Did you see that? Have you seen that hotel?
What? Not medieval times. Not
No, medieval times. No, he said there's a hotel that it's kind of built like a castle. It's like
oh, really?
it's in New Jersey. He says it's not far, but I don't know the name of it. I forget the
I have
name.
to find out about that. I don't.
But it's supposed to be a really big. But he didn't say that that's going to be the one they're going to.
That
But
would be kind of cool.
he said it would be cool to have that because
Yeah.
I kind of was talking to him at Legion's Con. I'm like, he introduced me to his wife, which was awesome. I don't remember her name, but
I think Barbara, I believe it is.
I think it's Barb. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was saying, dude, this show is amazing. There's so many people here, and he goes, yeah. He goes, it's a great venue, but I think we're outgrowing it. And I'm like, that's a good problem.
Yeah.
But for safety and for you want to make sure that
Yeah.
it's not overfilled. So I think that's where and then if you think about it, they've got to limit tickets
Well,
because they only can have so many people.
the one thing that's great about the Marriott with that venue is it has a restaurant pub built in. You don't have to go anyplace.
Oh, that breakfast and then the pub.
Yeah, like that's perfect.
You got a lot of good memories there, man.
Yeah.
Good memories. So I don't know, but I mean they're booking the hotel and then two other Sinestra and the other hotels besides this one. So if they could get
Right.
us all in one place, but it would have to have a bigger convention and a bigger they're gonna have to have restaurants there and
Right. And it's not going to be a convention center. That's too big.
no, yeah, it's too big. You want to have something where you've got the halls, but you also have a way to facilitate that many people.
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever release how many people are
No.
that come. I don't know why it's a secret, but
Yeah.
they do what they do. They're
Yeah.
transparent in a lot of things, so I can't complain. But I do get curious about how many people we had at the Andy says we saw it on the way home. That checks out. Terrence says we need a bigger venue just to accommodate all 1,000 swigs, and they did confirm that they're going to do that next year.
Good.
So that's sweet that more people are going to.
Him and Gina did a great job with
Dude, they MVPs, man. Like,
yep.
I think maybe, and I don't mean to speak for Terrence, but I think he was maybe surprised that the studio kind of said, "Okay, there you go. You got you got the room. Here's some tables. Good luck. Take care." Because I think maybe he was thinking that it might be a little bit more orchestrated, but they kind of left it up to
It was very organic and it worked out very well.
Yeah, no, and they did a great job. So him and Gina like rock started, and it turned out wonderfully. Like, just seeing that table full of swigs, and that's not a slight, Terrence, against the studio. I'm just saying, that they left us to our own device when it came to events like that, and but it worked out, and people contributed their swigs, and it was an awesome thing to see.
So I'm guessing DJ Swig was your favorite.
DJ Swig was awesome.
That was damn good.
It was, yeah. I loved that one. I really loved Joe G's Jekyll and Hyde. That he actually gave those to Gina. And what were some other ones? Jason Straz had a super swig that I really liked. I liked mine, not to be, I didn't do super great work on her, but she was more of a pop and swap. But I did a Ragna disguised as swig. Me and Terrence.
I have an idea for my next swig for next year.
Okay. So. I kept putting it off. I'm not a painter. I'm not really a customizer.
Yeah, I'm more of just a pop and swap guy.
Yeah. So I had reached out. I think Dan Tobin had sent me an extra swig head, and he sent me the hood. Just the hood by itself. So I took the hood and I hollowed out the ear parts a little bit more with a Dremel.
Nice.
And put Ragna's, where is she at? I put Ragna's horns through the hood. And then I used Ragna's chest, and then I attached the where is she at? Oh, here she is. Let me grab her real quick. Where's Freddie? Freddie, where'd you go, buddy? Where's my Freddie? Here she is. So I had bought this. I don't remember who I bought it from, but they had already painted this Ragna, with the black and the pinkish kind of color.
Okay.
But so I took the swig, the lower body and the arms from swig, and the belt and all that stuff from swig, and then I took the hood, which didn't fit on poor Ragna's head. I had to Dremel out the inside of the hood.
Okay.
And then I had to Dremel out the sides of the hood to fit her
horn. Oh, okay. I see.
But it works. And then I put her on a wolf, and I turned into a huge Ragna fan. I've got like 3 Ragnas. I didn't realize that I was a Ragna fan, but Brett actually gifted me my first one.
Nice.
Because he knew I was looking for her, as one of the last female mythics that I needed.
I think that was one. She was one of the first 10 of the figures that I bought in the very beginning.
Okay. She's an acquired.
How many of the Gaspar torso sets did you buy?
I bought 2.
You bought 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do anything with them yet?
I built. Where's he at?
Yeah, I gotta look at mine.
I built this guy. Just the bare body kind of.
Oh, okay.
I just love the bare skinned.
You know what? It's perfect.
The male and the female, the bare skinned figures. I love them. Like, it's like you collect for so long, and they all have armor, and they all have chest pieces and all that stuff. But to get stuff that's bare boned or bare skinned,
so that's
sweet.
One of the ones that I did. That head was painted over at Lenny Kingpin Customs.
Oh, yeah. Lenny's awesome.
The sword is Anthony Halcyon.
Yeah.
And it's just all parts. I mean,
very cool, man.
And then there was another one. I ended up. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Hold on one second.
Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
I can't find it now. Oh, here it is.
It was Jeremy's daughter. Hello, Swiggy. See, I didn't see that one. I wish I could have caught that one. Terrence, we're proud of you, bro. Awesome job. Yeah, absolutely, Terrence. You and Gina, you guys did fantastic. Thanks,
So
G.
then the second torso, I did this, and this was a head that
Dude,
Brett was supposed to buy off of Dan Tobin, and he didn't come back, and I grabbed it.
you're like, I'll take it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna wait until when they get the we get the skeleton hands. I'm gonna switch out the hands so they're just about the same color.
yeah.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
kind of
So,
bummed out that they're not selling or they're taking away this from
yeah, well,
the
that's part of the exclusive, and then there's the head too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of bums me out. I'm new to the dwarf scene,
Okay.
but they could sell these for like $20. They could
Oh yeah.
sell the crap out of these, all the malignancy and the King Under the Mountain guys,
Yeah.
they would buy the heck out of those.
I love the way this looks. Just the
I
way
do
this
too.
looks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. It's
Yeah.
simple. It's simple,
Yep.
but it's so different from all the knights and the
Yeah.
the demons and the elves, and it's just so different. That I love it. I love it, man.
So the wraps that are on the bottom by the feet, are they from brute scale?
Yeah, they're the same ones
Okay.
that Varthog.
Okay.
He's got the same.
Because the Varg doesn't have them, but he has the black wrist wraps.
Yeah, and I think
So
also, yeah, the same wrist wraps are the ones from the
I didn't even think of that.
the Beast Warrior or
And Varg as well.
yeah,
The
yes,
Vargs are
Mark,
black.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're so good at like you don't realize some people are like, oh yeah, it's got this piece, that piece. I think Joe V is really good at that of knowing like what piece goes with what, but
Yeah.
they're so good at disguising. They're like, oh, I didn't know that. I forgot that was on that figure. They're so good at it. G says I'm about to grab some body parts. I don't know. I don't know if we need to know about that. G, what kind of
Yeah, really.
what you get? What you grabbing, man? Mindset and to 4 horsemen and the cabal. I got 4 of the bear parts. Haven't used them yet, but some for the custom heads. Better have them for later. Yes,
Nice.
yeah. That
Yeah.
Mythic 2-pack was so much good stuff. I love that feline head. I wouldn't mind having a couple more of those. I love that cat head. I think it's awesome. The red
You
paint.
need one?
I would take it if you want it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
If there's something you're looking for, I can.
Okay.
We can do it. We can do a swap or something.
All right.
But yeah, I thought that was. I didn't buy the cosmic. Did you buy the cosmic?
Yes, I only bought one, but I
Okay.
haven't even opened it. So
Yeah, I mean, there's good stuff. I'm not a cosmic person at all. I thought that I would be, and I went hard into that line, and then I kind of stepped out. I'm like, I love this stuff, but it's taking away from my mythic dollars. So
I bought 2 of day 1. Steph bought 1. I opened 1 2-pack. Day 2, I only bought 1, and I won't open it. So
yeah,
I'll wait until the singles come out.
I really liked the Attila head. I think it's cool. I love that head. But there was nothing really like I mean the soft good parts. Same thing with Fisher Rice. I like the soft good parts on it, but the figure doesn't really it doesn't fit into my shelves.
This Fisher Rice figure is amazing.
I hear
I'm still
that.
gotta play with mine more. The colors on this thing are awesome.
Thank you, William, for sending that picture. Yeah, I'm on the fence. I wanted to trade the Fisher Rice for a Ghost of Christmas Past. I wanted a second Ghost of Christmas Past. I just didn't have the money to order a second one. So I'm hoping that maybe someone will do that
Well,
trade for
what I've been hearing is everybody's selling out of the Fisher Rice figure.
Yeesh. So maybe I should hang on to mine.
You might want to hang on to. I know Uncle Bob said last night his store is empty with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
So
maybe.
I think they're going to be gone fast.
Yeah. I might go. There's a store in Detroit that sells these authorized. So if he has another, maybe when I have money, I'll buy another. And then
Yeah, because I'd like to get a couple more of these. This is like the perfect Tusk figure, really.
Andy,
I wish it had shoulder. I wish it had the shoulder pads, though. That's the only thing. So.
Steph says I need to buy a few of the Bear George Bucks. I forgot, and now it is racking my brain. So when you say the George Bucks, are you talking about?
Oh, the Gasper torso.
Oh, you're not talking about the $10.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Oh, they're still in the store though, aren't they? I think they're still in the store, Horseman. And he says I'll send you one when I move, Steph. I didn't buy very many. I think I only bought like 2.
Yeah, I only bought 2, thinking I was only going to need 2, but I think I should have bought more.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. Like
I wasn't expecting to buy them heads either to go on them bodies. So,
right, yeah, and it's good to have parts. You know, I've got bins full of parts.
Yeah.
And I just started like building stuff from those bins. Like Joe Martinez sold me a Dorina, but she was missing her arms. I'm like, what did you do with her arms? But you know, now it's like I can build stuff. You know, I've got parts where I can build. You know,
or you can buy parts off of people.
We have the technology. We can build. You know, we can create stuff. Terrence says you're either into cosmic or you're not. I am. I think Jeff might kind of like them too. Yeah, maybe he might be. That's his shtick. That's his thing.
Yeah.
They're cool. Like I have nothing against Cosmics. I think it's a cool line. I think it's getting better as they build.
There's some good figures in there.
Huh?
There's some really good figures in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, and they're building up their, you know, just like when Mythics was at its start, there was only so many parts. So like, you know, you're seeing the Tusk in a lot of different figures, but as they go along, they're building up their, you know, their parts.
I think there's more part. It seems like there's more parts in Cosmic.
Mm-hmm.
To me, anyway.
And they're good at you know, like you're in the Snake Man, the Ninian, you're seeing Oleg's chest,
yes,
you know, and arms or whatever in the Mythics. So they're you know, they're putting the two together, and they're smart in that. I think Joe V is big, you know, into he's the one that's really, you know, hey, let's put this on that, or we can use these.
What is I can't remember what wave of Cosmic it is, but it has the lizard guy. I'm waiting for someone to do a 3D sculpt of Slee Stack.
Oh man,
yes,
those guys, man, they freaked me out as a kid.
Oh, I love them.
I love that show though. They had the little stones.
Yes,
that little that temple that you could go into, and you know that was out there, man.
Oh, I love that show.
I did too.
Land of the Lost was awesome.
Yeah, Land of the Lost. That was an original show, man.
Yes.
It was kind of like I wanted to experience that, but then I'm like, I don't know, man. I would miss cheeseburgers. I would miss, you know.
You know what other show I just watched the other day was an ad came up for a reaction figure from another company, and do you remember the Great Space Coaster?
Oh yeah, Gary Gnu.
Well, somebody made Gary Gnu as like a 3 3/4 scale figure. I'm like, oh, I have to have that.
Yeah, I've seen the reaction of that, and yeah, I totally forgot about. I love that show. Remember Speed Reader? He was Speed Reader.
Yep.
Speed Reader.
Oh yeah. And then what was the little monkey guy, whatever the hell his name was? He was the other good, fun character.
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name now.
Well, what about Electric Company? Remember Electric Company?
Yes, I do.
Spider-Man. I love that.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, you always waited for Spider-Man to come on there.
Yeah. Brian Carr says, I was terrified when they snuck through the caves of the sleeping Slee Stacks. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, that was they were just, their suits were just they were just so well done, you know?
Yeah.
Terrence says, I'm playing with my retail Red Death. It feels appropriate while watching Dave. Dave and I like chatting about our love of monsters. Yeah. I just got the Red Death. I got it from Wolf King, and I haven't opened it yet. I had the last one, and I think I sold it to Jeff or somebody, or maybe it was Steve Mink. So I never opened it. So I've yet to experience the Red Death figure. So I'm looking forward.
Yeah, I have to get the second version.
Monkey King, though, dude, have you opened Monkey King?
I have the original open.
See, you're not you seem like you open stuff, but then some stuff you don't open.
Well, it depends. Like if I get 2 of the first version, I will open the second one.
Okay, so like if there's 2 retail, or like what do you mean?
No, for like
Oh, I see. Like the Skullman exclusive, you're gonna open.
Yeah, and then I'll get the regular retailer version. Yeah, I'll open that one.
I get that. Yeah, I did that. Like I have like Vorgus from PowerCon.
Because I have, for Figure Obscura, I have every one of them except for Ghost of Christmas Past. I have at least one that's sealed still.
Yeah. No, I like to have, like, if there's a figure I really like, I'll keep it boxed. Like I've got this guy boxed.
Yeah, I have a box.
I buy extras. If I really like it, I'll buy extras so I can open it.
When I first got into Legion, when I first got into Mythic Legions, I would open everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, okay, well, now they're going to do exclusives. I should keep at least the exclusive sealed. I mean, it just looks good.
Dude, last year, the Wall Tours, I bought.
Oh, yeah. I think I got like 3 or 4 of them last year.
I bought like 4, I think. I got 1 signed, and I just went crazy.
I bought 2, and then I acquired some.
Yeah. It's a great set,
Oh, yeah.
Shirt and the the extra skull that you get. It's a great set.
The Cabal t-shirt.
That orange Cosmic is still one of my favorite figures. So
yeah, I mean, that's a great figure.
Yeah, Sleeve Stacks.
What about the Cabal? What about the Cabal t-shirt that comes with it?
I've never opened one, so I need to get that Cabal t-shirt to put on one of my skellies or something, man.
Oh, I might have an extra for you, buddy.
Let me know. Set me up a little care package, and we'll do some trading. We'll do some trading.
All right.
Quesagoy says Sleeve Stacks were scary. That and Quicksand, dude. Quicksand as a kid, man, I was on the lookout. I did not want to get I didn't want to get trapped in some quicksand, man. And I've never heard anyone die from quicksand, but I'm sure you could. And piranhas, I was scared too, man. I'm like, where piranha at? I don't want to be like, I remember seeing a movie with piranha as a kid. And this guy, it was like a Spaniard with his helmet, and it was a piranha movie or something. The guy was going to he was like in the Amazon, and he went to go take a sip of water, and he put his head into the water, and the piranha like jumped, and then he was headless. So after that, I'm like, piranha are no go, man.
Yes, none of that stuff really scared me as a kid.
I'm like,
none of it.
No killer fish, man.
Nothing really. None of that stuff scared me.
Andy, you need that Walter 2-pack, dude.
Although, have you watched Terrifier?
I saw the second one and I dug it. I thought it was freaking cool.
The third one is even more brutal.
Really?
Yeah.
The second one was awesome.
And I guess if so, the third one takes place during Christmas time. Is that considered a Christmas movie?
I mean, we can go there.
Yeah.
I think if a movie takes place during Christmas, then it becomes.
I mean, Christmas. He's even wearing a Santa outfit.
There you go. There you go. Oh man. Well, I think we should wrap it up. We're hitting the 2-hour mark. I had a great time, dude. I love going live. I have a hard time finding the time in the schedule of
shows. I get it.
I love live because people get to interact and we get to talk and chat with the people that are there, that jump on. But like I said, it's difficult to find a time, and a lot of times the people that I talk to, it doesn't coincide. So say I had like a Wednesday at 9, that it might work for the schedule that's, so I'm not conflicting with any other shows, but maybe someone that can't do it at 9. So
right.
I love live. So maybe I'll start doing like a Sunday morning live or something. That'd be
fun.
Whoever wants to jump on, You know, they
That'll
can
give me a reason to get up early in the morning to watch something.
go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, me too.
You know,
Me too. But yeah, I had a great time, and thank you guys that has stuck around and listened to me ramble on, and Dave to throw in his 2 cents. I appreciate you guys so much. And
how's Freddie doing over there?
Freddie has, where's Fred?
Has left the building?
Yeah, he's on his way to the kitchen. I hope I don't step on him. He
Okay.
was on the computer. Do you guys get these stink bugs in
Oh yeah,
New Jersey? Okay.
yep.
In
I
West
seen
Coast,
one. I
they
seen
don't
one a
exist.
couple weeks ago when it got really warm.
The West Coast, they don't exist. We have a different stink bug. They're beetles, and they're
Okay.
black, and they
Okay.
kind of stick their butt in the air, and they will hiss.
Really?
Those we call stink bugs. These are annoying little flat bugs that live forever in like books and cabinets and anywhere where it's dry. These damn bugs are everywhere.
Okay.
Freddie went to finish the burritos. I hope so. He better be in there rattling some pots and pans.
Yeah, right.
He better be cracking them eggs, man.
He's taste testing ahead of time.
He's testing everything. Yeah, he's making sure he's cutting the ham up and shredding the cheese. So yeah, we'll get the burritos going. But thank you, friends. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. And I had a great time. And I will probably publish this, and unless it does it itself. I don't know, but I might re-release it as an episode because we had a great time. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun. I had a good time. So if anyone else wants to join on Sunday, maybe next Sunday, if I'm free, maybe we can do this again. You know, I'll throw
I think Curtis has a some kind of video up or something this morning as well to watch.
Oh boy, he's gonna send me a message. You son of a bitch! You're biting into my time, Greg.
Sorry, Curtis.
Sorry, Curtis. So we're ending it now, man. But thank you guys again. Appreciate it. You guys have a good rest of your day, man. Take
care.
In stream.